Hey there guys, I'm Time Lord Fishwick here and I am back with my 12th Doctor marathon as you have guessed. Um, I watched it Heaven Sent last night with whoever joined the Twitter live stream. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, as I would say, I certainly did. My God, this episode is amazing, and especially Peter Capaldi. My God, this is like well, probably not since Deadly Assassin actually that the Doctor has been on his own. Well, not what I can think of. And this is the sort of episode I've always wanted. I have loved. I remember when it was first coming out, I remember the look of it, the photos of the Doctor in pain. Oh my God, it was everything I wanted. I would say I did want it a little bit more, but sadly no, you can't wish for everything though. Um, yeah, the pain and the suffering the Doctor was going against, and I found it a bit strange on how it was all being all repeated. Doctor appears and then he looks into the sand and he gets angry again, and I thought that was a good um, entry for him. And I really like the way he was thinking, like when he was falling off the tower and he was just like falling, and then I thought that was really clever that he can like sort of freeze time, well not completely but slow down time, and you can see what's going on inside of his head, and he's in the TARDIS, and he gets to you get to see what he's thinking, and I really like how I would say it doesn't bother me that much really, but again, I feel like Clara hasn't left. I mean, I like the way when I like the way she was helping the Doctor. But I kind of just thought like the Doctor's clever enough. He can do this. But that's what you get. um, but I liked how we didn't see her face. She was just writing on the chalkboard how to think and how to do things in this situation. But as I said, I don't feel like Clara was needed in this. I mean, as I said, it didn't bother me at all. It's just that I think it would have been a little bit more better for not for that to be in, but I still liked it anyway. Um, I I like how he was like when he was just trying to figure out like what's where when he was trying to find room 12, and I found it a bit strange of how um, when he found the metal, the ice, and he was just punching through it. Oh God, that must have hurted his arm so much. Um, and I just find it strange that everything that after when the Doctor bins that certain room, it gets renewed again. Um, and I like the scene, but I do like that, but I just find it a bit strange that when the Doctor was just punching through that wall, that didn't really renewed itself. But I don't think if it did, I think that would take longer. And I liked how he was trying to like find out why like the stars were would change, and then he was figuring out how long he was there for. Yeah, and I did like that when he was just having food and he was just trying to realise how long do I have to be here for. Um, and well, I can probably be more positive on this when I first watched it, but since from what's going on now with Hellbent, I'm not going to talk about Hellbent yet. Um, I liked how he was trying to he was just trying to figure how he was probably kind of refusing to do um, say truths and all that, and telling about the wanting the because I think guessing the Time Lords are just locked in there because they need truth about the hybrid, and I was liking how he was saying like, "Oh, I know what the hybrid is." I'm gonna delve more into that in my Hellbent review. Um, yeah, they just needed like, I liked how he was just saying all these other stuff about other truths that he has to say. Um, the one thing I didn't really understand that much was when I could have been missing something, but tell me in the comments and what it is that um I I found it strange when he was climbing up back to where he was after when the veil got him, um and I really liked well, I won't say. Well, I did like the episode. I'm just saying. When he had when he was trying to find out when he put Bird on the sand to back to where he was. I didn't really understand why he put Bird on there. I could. Please tell me if I'm missing out something. Please do tell me in the comments. Um, but I'm going to talk about what I kind of wanted a bit more because I'm on a group chat with some of my Doctor Who friends, and we was discussing about the War Doctor last night, and because I personally love the War Doctor. I want to review the box set soon. I need to re-listen to them, but yeah. But anyway, I can you know when like the Doctor when we saw that picture of the ward of the Doctor, and it looked like he was wearing like War Doctor jacket. I was kind of thinking from what I remembered from what this episode was being described as, it was it was it sounded like he had to in each room he had to go in, he had to be challenged, and I kind of wanted to see maybe past versions of himself, figuring like some of the dark times his past incarnations have had, and especially with the War Doctor, like I want to see like visions if John Hurt was gonna come back at that time, but I don't know because he was even though he's died now, I but I know he was still around at that time because John Hurt's a very famous actor, Hollywood actor. I'm guessing he's got other things to do, but I think I would have liked it if John Hurt did make an appearance in this, and we got to see more dark. We get to see how rebellious the War Doctor is, and we get to see like flashbacks of the Time War from the Doctor's point of view, and see all the dark stuff he did, and then like the 12th Doctor's just witnessing it, and he's just too scared on what he's seen. He has, the more he won't say the more he won't say, he won't say, the more he has to be horrified by his past. and the dark stuff he's done. I don't know. It's just something that I would have liked to have seen, but obviously we didn't get that. But I still loved it from what we got. I want to talk about the veil now. Oh my word! I love the veil because I think in some Doctor Who episodes, whenever we have a villain, it's sort of like it's a sort of like thing when you kind of like hiding your face, but you get to see their face afterwards, and it just kind of puts me off. I liked how the veil it was designed to follow the Doctor around, and we got to see we never got to see what was behind the veil. Like, we never saw his face, and I just loved how it was just creepily following the Doctor, and the Doctor had to make like I had to make each part of this of each room he goes in, so he'll have more time to eat, sleep, and and working out where he needs to go. And I really loved how it was all done. The direction, the acting was just absolutely brilliant. It just shows that in episodes like these, it's just like you don't need you don't need CGI and stuff like that just to make a good episode. Oh my god, I don't know if I was in the Doctor's shoes, I don't know if I could do it. And obviously the Doctor's a Time Lord, he can like do it as much, he can live through it as much as he can. Oh, but everything about this episode was amazing. One of Peter Capaldi's best. I can't credit this man enough, and especially being on his own. And I think when the Doctor finally got through, without saying anything about this, I loved the bit when he just ended, when you find out he's on Gallifrey, and then that boy comes up to me and he says, "Go to the city, tell them I'm back. Tell them I know what they did, and if they ask me who I am, tell them I came the long way around." And then you just see Gallifrey there, and then that's the end of Series 9, and then we won't know anything about it, about how he gets to Gallifrey into Series 10. And I think that, without giving too much away, I really think that Hell Bent could have been so much better. I think it could have been a great two-parter, but as I said, I'm going to leave Hell Bent to next, so you guys know. I think you're kind of guessing on how I think about Hell Bent at the minute, but I'm yet to rewatch. I'm going to watch that in a bit, so I'm ratings just 10 out of 10. It was amazing. I loved it, everything about it. And please tell me in the comments on what you thought of Heaven Sent. I'd love to know. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a like, and I shall see you next time. Oh, by the way, I liked it how they used Conavie Sarth as the veil. Sorry, I forgot to add that in. But yeah, tell me in the comments on what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a like. And please do subscribe to me. Also, I want you guys to subscribe to the Who Addicts, because they've been needing more subscribers lately, and it would be a lot of help if you guys would give them just subscribe to them, because they would really appreciate that. So, okay then guys, I'll put the link in the description below, and then I shall see you in the next video. Alright then, guys, I shall see you next time. Bye for now.